why they can't do what they know they should do, but they do what they hate to do. And when that happens, you have to renew your mind, focus on God, forgive, keep pushing forward, and hey y'all, it's me. I'm back with another video. I pray God give you the ears to hear, the eyes to see, the mind to understand what he is saying. And yeah, so I wanted to come on again, y'all, and talk to y'all about raging war in your flesh. Okay, raging war in your flesh and your spirit. Like when your flesh is raging war, it's so funny. So not too long ago, y'all, I just feel like I'm more aware than what I used to be as I follow God and coming out of things that I used to indulge in. I feel like I'm more aware in my spirit when I can feel my flesh is raging and my spirit is telling me to do something that is better for me in the end. So when I say your flesh is raging, so make a long story short, I was driving on the street and then I randomly just started smelling weed. And I know y'all probably like, she talk about weed all the time, but that's part of my testimony. So yeah. So I was smelling weed on the road, like I had my windows down. I'm just like, it just reminded me, smell of weed just reminded me of the bondage that I was in, okay, at the end of the day. So later on that day, I was going to hang out with one of my homegirls. And as I was driving, my spirit my flesh just started to feel, it was just like my heart was racing really fast. That's the only way I can explain it. Like when I know my flesh is raging for something, it's like my heart starts beating really, really fast and I get this like really exciting feeling. And it was nothing going on. It was nothing that made me feel that way. I just didn't understand what I was feeling like that. I just put on some, gospel music and I just like chilling. My gospel rap, I was just chilling. So as I get to my destination, I kind of figure out why my spirit was raging because not my spirit was raging, but my flesh was raging because I started smelling weed again. I'm just like, what? Like, why do I still have this ragingness? But at the end of the day, the Holy Spirit will be stronger than that flesh. Once you know that you like completely is over it and it's completely out of you, it doesn't bother you. But the flesh is the flesh, and the flesh will still try to engage. But when your spirit when you constantly working on your spirit, when you constantly in your word, constantly renewing your mind, constantly remembering the reason why you stopped because it wasn't good for you, the easier it gets. And that was for somebody. Yeah, so not only when it comes to addictions, but even when it comes to forgiveness, God has been speaking to me about forgiveness a lot lately. I feel like it's just been a lot lately, a lot of forgiveness. So he brought me to 1 Peter 2 verse 21, and it says, "For God called you to do good, even if it means suffering, just as Christ suffered for you. He is your example, and you must follow his steps. He did not retaliate when he was insulted, nor threatened to revenge when he suffered." So let's just say maybe somebody done something to offend you in some type of way. That's how your flesh rage war. Because maybe in the past you was like a most like really angry person, or you're the type of person who somebody did you dirty, you do a dirty bad worse and 10 times worse than that. Whether that's, you doing whatever mischievous thing that you could think of to that person. That's what you do. And when you follow in Christ and you surrender yourself, like you surrender being petty and you surrender seeking revenge for someone who has offended you or done you dirty, that's when the Holy Spirit will work in you to convict you of not seeking revenge and to fully forgive. And it's so funny because today the Bible verse was Colossians 3:13, I believe. And it was just saying, forgive because God forgave you. In other words, let me see. Yeah, encourage believers to bear one another and forgive each other just as Christ forgave them. And it was so funny because I'm just like, okay, guys, so you talking about forgiveness again. So that's when I was literally reading that verse before the Bible verse came up. Literally 2 minutes later, it popped up. So that's just for someone to let you know to forgive people, because at the end of the day, like I said in my previous videos, I feel like I've been talking about this a lot, that you don't know person's past, what, hurt people. You don't know the spiritual warfare somebody could be going through. And just know that you are the apple of God's eye, and to forgive because God forgave you when in them times when you wasn't faithful to God, but he forgave you. You know what I mean? God forgave you, so you have to forgive others. No matter what your flesh be trying to do, you have to forgive them, and to not expect any apologies. Do not expect to be understood. Don't expect any of that. Just forgive, give it to God, and release whatever it is that you felt like you were being wronged at. So that's another example of your flesh raging war against your spirit, because of course we are human and we do feel angry at times, or we may feel sad at times, and we may want to, do the other person dirty or 10 times worse than what they did to you. But you have to realize when you do stuff like that, it's not going to change the situation. You're still going to have unforgiveness in your heart. And if you have unforgiveness in your heart, how do you expect to get over or progress in life when you still have something in your heart harboring? Because now you're going to mess up your blessings in the future, because all you can think of is the former things that someone done to you. So you're unable to walk into the new thing because you still hold on to what somebody did to you, when you need to forgive and let go. And I honestly, I feel like I'm just talking to somebody in particular. I don't know. But maybe if this resonates with you, then you know to forgive and to let go. Also, always try to do good things, and nobody should hurt you. But you may suffer even when you feel like what you're doing is right. If that happens, God will bless you, so don't be afraid of what people may do to you. Don't worry about it. Instead, always remember that Christ is your Lord. Let him rule how you live. So at the end of the day, like I was just saying, to summary up what I was just saying, don't worry about it. Keep moving on with your life, and understand that God will never leave you nor forsake you. And it all had to happen the way it needs to happen, so God can take things out of you, prune you. And you always learn a lesson in any situation or trial that you're going through. Don't focus on the negative. As I said in my previous video, just keep looking forward, stay focused. And it's completely normal to feel like your flesh just want to rage war, like your flesh is just eager to, seek revenge. But when you just completely let that go, this is how you become powerful. This is how you can go through anything. Anybody can offend you. Anybody can say whatever they want to say about you. You still can continue to look forward, because you know that you got through it the last time when somebody did something to you, you forgave, and you at peace. Now somebody did something to you this time, you could forgive, and you could be at peace and live on with your life and focus on what God had called you to do. So that's for whoever needed it. This is a very short word, but I felt like I wanted me to share this with you guys, whomever may be going through unforgiveness, or just going through something where their flesh is raging war and they don't understand why they can't do what they know they should do, but they do what they hate to do. And when that happens, you have to renew your mind, focus on God, forgive, keep pushing forward, and be okay with not expecting what you think you deserve, and to forgive because God forgave you. But anyways, I will see you guys next time. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all, because I know some of you guys maybe like 1 or 2 views that I be getting. I know y'all be watching now. Don't forget to like it if you like it. The video, if it resonates with you, don't forget to like the video. Just so that it can spread, and maybe YouTube can just put my videos out there, because I feel like it's not being pushed. Although I'm not as consistent every day, but I do post once a week. But still support your girl, and yeah, I will see you guys next time.